Good morning. Today I want to do a podcast on something a little bit different than my normal venue because I'm really having a problem with some things about the media. So I'm just going to go ahead and say I don't watch the news, I don't watch TV, and there is a really good reason. Every time, even on YouTube, I find this extremely troubling. If I want to go watch a video, and generally I want to watch stuff about caves or underwater aquifers, earthquakes. I want to watch stuff that's about nature, science. It's kind of my thing. I'm earth-based. I'm very fixed. I have a lot of energy that way. I think a lot about the earth and how it all happens and why it's happening as it is, and that I see that this ball that we live on as a 7-layer, just like us with our 7 chakras, a soul of sorts. In what way? I don't have all the good information because, well, we're like you, like everyone, we're all in the process of learning. We're asleep, our eyes are covered, our ears are plugged. We don't know who we are, we don't know why we're here. And that is the quintessential question. What is it that we are doing here? Why are we here? Okay, so one of my questions is right now, and so again, bear with me. Why is it that every time I tune in to watch anything at all on YouTube, it doesn't really matter where, it is about the 45th president? What the heck is going on? Why is that all that is happening in the news? And this person is being, in some ways, held up as potentially he's still the president by many people energetically. Not only is he still the president, but that anything he does is not to be questioned. He is to be held up in such a way that I've been seeing pictures of him online on Facebook where he's standing next to Jesus as his right-hand man. And I'm sorry, but to me, it feels wrong. It feels sick. I don't know enough about our spiritual past, for sure, to think anything and to place one person above all others as we have seemingly done. And my question is, why is this by the media something that is so heavily pushed? We're seeing all kinds of various things, like should he be criminally prosecuted? Is his actions right, wrong? He's the president. He's supposedly above everything. He doesn't have any obligations to morality, apparently. On and on and on. And I don't really know what the answers are to these things. Do I think he's going to get prosecuted? No, I don't. Not in the general sense. And if he does, will he go to jail? No. It isn't going to work like that. And no matter what happens, we aren't going to put a president of this country in jail. And so why all the and people get people hopped up and okay, go out and get a gun and shoot your neighbor because they don't agree with you. There's all this weird energy. So I'm just going to ask the Mary L. Tarot, what is this? Why are we so focused? I mean, are we that bored that we need entertainment to this degree? Is he entertaining to us? I mean, I've asked myself these questions, and I found myself very troubled by what all this might mean. Now, do I think we're a democracy that votes? No, I really don't. We have an electoral college. We have all sorts of ways that we get bypassed. I think we got 25 men sitting in a room at a round table making all the rules for all of us, and where they're wanting to take us isn't nice. So I'm just going to ask the cards to help me understand what is all of this energy about, because energy goes where attention flows. And so there's something about this, I have to say, it's very off to me. It's very off-putting, but it is also very off to me. We have elected him. Now he is not elected. There's somebody else in office, and hardly before you know it, there'll be someone else in office again. Politically, we don't need to get all that serious about who it is, because they come and go, come and go, come and go. We have the House and the Senate, the judiciary, supposedly the various branches of government, to keep things in balance. Well, we don't seem to be in balance. We seem to just want one person right now, and that's it. And in the meantime, his son is coming online and making an absolute fool of himself, saying things that are just like so mentally troubling. Like, what is he on? So I've seen it, and I'm just troubled by it all. And so I'm going to use the Mary L. Tarot, and I'm just going to ask a few questions. Okay. So what's going on? Well, the first card that we get is the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana, and that makes perfectly good sense to me, where we're kind of hung up in time. And why are we hung up in time is the real serious question I have. And in this card, you can see things are growing, but also the energy is going downward and off to the sides. And in some ways, this is suggesting how energy is flowing is kind of stubborn and fixed right now, and not necessarily in a good way. And I know that he has a lot of fixed energy. You know, it's bizarre to me. He is not a deity, okay? Let's just get that straight. He is not a god or God's right-hand man. What he is a man, just like you or I. He puts his pants on, he uses the bathroom, he's a human. He is not special beyond what any of the rest of us are special. So whatever this energy is, he's a wolf in sheep's clothing probably, because it says be aware, and times we're going to have wolves in sheep's clothing. Okay, so then we get the 10 of discs. It's largely about money. If you keep him up front and center and they grift, that's what we're getting, is a lot of grift. Now, I'm not political. I don't belong to the either party. I don't believe in either party. I think that they're both stupid. I belong to I don't belong to a party, because I'm sorry, I take my fellow man more importantly than I do some one person who's a billionaire that is standing at the pulpit saying that they need more money and acting like they're a president when they're not. So, I mean, I'm sorry, but all of this is really troubling, and we're not living in the real world. Anybody who thinks he's still president while he flies around in his plane that looks presidential, you might want to think, what are you seeing, and why are you seeing? And the final card from the Mariel is 10 of Wands. It's about being actionable in some new way. They're trying to make it seem like he's the white knight horse riding in with his hair on fire, and the colors even match. Okay, and a wand is a cardinal, actionable, on fire, movable process, where they're looking to settle the way politics has been done in the past and change it up for the future. So I'm just going to ask Spirit for one more card, because I'm almost wondering, does this mean that he's going to be in 2024 elected? And I'm concerned about that. I really very much am, no matter what, because pretty much this white horse energy is there, and a lot of people believe that they're disenfranchised as white people because their rights have to accommodate other people's rights, which of course they do. That is just the nature of being human. You're not above anybody, you're not below anybody. We're equal, co-creating partners. Okay, so the final card, and I'm just going to pull a base card because this is kind of important, is the Three of Cups. We have to learn to work together in a cohesive group-like manner and be the watery liquid energy that we are, and be loving and kind to each other and grow into something new. And somehow he's helping expose what is so deeply wrong in our culture, that we want to elevate one type and not remember that all types matter. And with that, please do hit like, share, and subscribe. Join me on my YouTube channel and my TikTok, and leave comments so that this can we can create dialogue. And thank you so much for joining me here today.